Welcome to this video on the legendary Porsche 911, one of the most iconic sports cars in history. First introduced in 1963 as the successor to the Porsche 356, the 911 has since become synonymous with high-performance driving, sleek design, and unmatched engineering. Over the past 6 decades, the 911 has undergone many changes and improvements, yet it has managed to retain its unique character and appeal. So join us as we take a deep dive into the history of the Porsche 911, from its origins to its latest iterations, and discover why this car continues to capture the hearts and minds of car enthusiasts around the world. The Porsche 901 was actually the original name of the first-generation Porsche 911. It was first introduced at the 1963 Frankfurt Motor Show as the successor to the Porsche 356, which was a hugely popular sports car at the time. However, Porsche had to change the name to 911 shortly after its introduction due to a trademark dispute with Peugeot. The Porsche 901 was a high-performance sports car, much like its predecessor, the Porsche 356. It featured a rear-mounted 2.0-liter, air-cooled flat-six engine that produced 130 horsepower and was paired with a 4- or 5-speed manual transmission. The design of the 901 was heavily influenced by the 356, but it featured a more modern, aerodynamic shape with a longer wheelbase and a wider track. Throughout the 1960s, Porsche introduced various versions of the 911, including the 911S, which featured a higher compression ratio and bigger Weber carburetors, boosting horsepower to 160. The 911S also featured Fuchs wheels and a new front spoiler. In 1967, Porsche introduced the Targa model, which featured a removable roof panel and a roll hoop for added safety. Overall, the Porsche 901, or 911 as it became known, established the iconic design and high-performance capabilities that have become synonymous with the Porsche brand. It remains a beloved classic car among enthusiasts to this day. The Porsche 930 is a legendary sports car that was first introduced in 1975 as a turbocharged version of the Porsche 911. It quickly became known as the 911 Turbo and was highly sought after by sports car enthusiasts. The Porsche 930 was powered by a 3.0-liter, turbocharged flat-six engine that produced 260 horsepower, making it one of the most powerful sports cars of its time. It was also equipped with a 4-speed manual transmission and a limited slip differential for improved handling. One of the most notable features of the Porsche 930 was its distinctive whale-tail rear spoiler, which was designed to improve aerodynamics and provide additional downforce at high speeds. It quickly became an iconic feature of the 911 Turbo and was later used on other Porsche models as well. Throughout the years, the Porsche 930 underwent many changes and improvements, including an engine upgrade to a 3.3-liter, turbocharged flat-six that produced 300 horsepower. However, it remained true to its roots as a high-performance sports car that offered exhilarating driving experiences. Today, the Porsche 930 is a highly coveted collector's item and a true icon in the world of sports cars. Its timeless design, unmatched performance, and rich history continue to inspire new generations of car enthusiasts around the world. The Porsche 964 is a classic sports car that was produced between 1989 and 1994. It was the successor to the Porsche 911 Carrera 3.2 and was the first 911 model to feature a completely redesigned chassis and suspension system. The Porsche 964 was powered by a 3.6-liter, air-cooled flat-six engine that produced 247 horsepower and was paired with a 5-speed manual transmission. It also featured improved aerodynamics, ABS brakes, and power steering, making it a more refined and comfortable ride compared to its predecessors. One of the most significant changes in the Porsche 964 was the introduction of all-wheel drive in the Carrera 4 model. This new technology provided improved traction and handling, particularly in wet or slippery conditions. The Porsche 964 also marked the return of the Turbo model, which featured a larger 3.3-liter, turbocharged engine that produced 315 horsepower. The Porsche 964 was also notable for its more modern and streamlined exterior design, which featured smoother lines and a more aerodynamic profile. Inside, the cabin was more spacious and featured improved ergonomics and modern amenities such as air conditioning and a stereo system. Overall, the Porsche 964 was a significant step forward for the 911 model and set the stage for many of the advancements that would come in future generations. It remains a beloved classic car among Porsche enthusiasts today and is highly sought after for its unique blend of performance, comfort, and style. Have you heard of the Porsche 993? It's an iconic sports car that was produced by Porsche from 1994 to 1998, and it's considered by many to be one of the best 911 models ever made. One of the most notable things about the Porsche 993 is that it was the last generation of the air-cooled 911 models. It was powered by a range of air-cooled flat-six engines that produced between 270 and 450 horsepower, depending on the model. The engines were paired with either a 6-speed manual or 4-speed Tiptronic automatic transmission. The exterior of the Porsche 993 was sleek and aerodynamic, with smoother lines and a more streamlined profile than previous 911 models. It was also available in a range of vibrant colors, making it a head-turner on the road. Inside, the cabin was more refined than previous 911 models and included modern amenities such as air conditioning, a sound system, and power seats. The Porsche 993 was also the first 911 model to feature the Porsche Stability Management (PSM) system, which provided improved handling and stability in a variety of driving conditions. Additionally, the rear suspension was redesigned for improved handling and ride quality, and the braking system was upgraded for improved stopping power. Overall, the Porsche 993 is a beloved classic car among Porsche enthusiasts, and it's highly sought after for its timeless design, impressive performance, and advanced technology. If you ever have the chance to see one up close, I highly recommend it. Let me tell you about the Porsche 996. It's a classic sports car that was produced by Porsche from 1998 to 2005, and it was the first 911 model to be built with a water-cooled engine instead of an air-cooled engine. The Porsche 996 was powered by a range of water-cooled flat-six engines that produced between 296 and 444 horsepower, depending on the model. It was also the first 911 model to feature a 6-speed manual transmission as standard, with a 5-speed automatic transmission available as an option. One of the most notable things about the Porsche 996 was its updated exterior design. It featured a more streamlined and modern profile than previous 911 models, with a sloping front end, updated headlights, and a rear spoiler that extended at higher speeds. Inside, the cabin was also more modern and included updated amenities such as air conditioning, a sound system, and power seats. The Porsche 996 also featured a number of advanced technologies that improved its performance and handling. For example, it was the first 911 model to feature a 4-wheel, multi-link suspension system that provided improved stability and handling. It also featured a wider track, which helped to improve its cornering ability. Overall, the Porsche 996 was a significant step forward for the 911 model and set the stage for many of the advancements that would come in future generations. It remains a beloved classic car among Porsche enthusiasts today and is highly sought after for its unique blend of performance, style, and modern technology. Have you heard of the Porsche 997? It's a 911 model that was produced from 2004 to 2012 and is widely considered to be one of the best 911 generations ever made. The Porsche 997 was powered by a range of naturally aspirated and turbocharged engines that produced between 325 and 620 horsepower, depending on the model. It was available with either a 6-speed manual or 5-speed Tiptronic automatic transmission, providing drivers with a range of options to suit their preferences. One of the most notable things about the Porsche 997 was its exterior design, which drew inspiration from classic 911 models while incorporating modern design elements. It was wider and more streamlined than previous 911 models, with a more aggressive front end and a sleek rear end that emphasized its sports car pedigree. Inside, the Porsche 997 was spacious and well-appointed, with comfortable seats and a range of modern amenities such as air conditioning and a sound system. It was also the first 911 model to feature an optional Sport Chrono package, which included a range of performance-enhancing features such as a launch control system. The Porsche 997 was also notable for its advanced technology, including features such as an active suspension system and a sophisticated all-wheel drive system in the Turbo and Carrera 4 models. Additionally, it was the first 911 model to feature direct fuel injection, which improved fuel efficiency and performance. Overall, the Porsche 997 is a beloved classic car among Porsche enthusiasts, and it's highly sought after for its impressive performance, advanced technology, and timeless design. If you ever have the chance to drive one, I highly recommend it. Let me tell you about the Porsche 991, which is the 911 model that was produced from 2011 to 2019. It's a beautiful car that combines classic Porsche design with modern technology and performance. The Porsche 991 was powered by a range of naturally aspirated and turbocharged engines that produced between 345 and 700 horsepower, depending on the model. It was available with either a 7-speed manual or a 7-speed PDK dual-clutch automatic transmission, providing drivers with a range of options to suit their preferences. One of the most significant changes in the Porsche 991 was its exterior design, which featured a longer wheelbase and a more streamlined profile than previous 911 models. It was also wider and more aerodynamic, with a more aggressive front end and a sleeker rear end that gave it a distinctive look. Inside, the Porsche 991 was luxurious and well-appointed, with comfortable seats and a range of modern amenities such as air conditioning and a high-quality sound system. It was also the first 911 model to feature a touchscreen infotainment system and advanced safety features such as adaptive cruise control and lane departure warning. The Porsche 991 was also notable for its advanced technology, including features such as active aerodynamics and a sophisticated all-wheel drive system in the Turbo and Carrera 4 models. Additionally, it was the first 911 model to feature a turbocharged engine in the base Carrera model, which improved performance and fuel efficiency. Overall, the Porsche 991 is a beautiful and highly capable car that's beloved by Porsche enthusiasts for its impressive performance, advanced technology, and stunning design. If you ever have the chance to get behind the wheel of one, I highly recommend it. Let me introduce you to the Porsche 992, the latest generation of the legendary Porsche 911. The 992 was introduced in 2019 and represents the pinnacle of Porsche's engineering and design prowess. The Porsche 992 is powered by a range of naturally aspirated and turbocharged engines that produce between 379 and 641 horsepower, depending on the model. It's available with either an 8-speed PDK dual-clutch automatic or a 7-speed manual transmission, providing drivers with a range of options to suit their preferences. One of the most significant changes in the Porsche 992 is its exterior design, which builds on the sleek and streamlined look of the previous generation while adding a more muscular and aggressive front end. It also features new LED headlights and taillights, along with a redesigned rear wing that improves aerodynamics and stability at high speeds. Inside, the Porsche 992 is luxurious and well-appointed, with a range of modern amenities such as a touchscreen infotainment system, a high-quality sound system, and adaptive sports seats that provide maximum comfort and support during spirited driving. It's also the first 911 model to feature a fully digital instrument cluster, which can be customized to display a range of information and data. The Porsche 992 also features advanced technology, including features such as active aerodynamics, rear-wheel steering, and a sophisticated all-wheel drive system in the Carrera 4 and Turbo models. Additionally, it features Porsche's new wet mode system, which automatically adjusts the car's settings for optimal performance in wet or slippery conditions. The Porsche 992 is an impressive and highly capable car that represents the culmination of Porsche's engineering and design excellence. It's a true driver's car that's beloved by enthusiasts and critics alike, and I highly recommend taking one for a spin if you ever have the chance. And that's the story of the Porsche 911, one of the most iconic sports cars in automotive history. From its humble beginnings in the early 1960s to its current form as the highly advanced Porsche 992, the 911 has been a symbol of precision engineering, performance, and timeless design. Over the years, the 911 has undergone numerous changes and iterations, each one building on the legacy of the previous model. From the classic air-cooled models of the 1960s and 1970s to the highly advanced water-cooled models of today, the 911 has remained true to its roots while continually pushing the boundaries of what's possible in a sports car. As we've seen, each generation of the 911 has brought something unique to the table, whether it's the classic styling of the early models or the advanced technology of the newer ones. But no matter what era of the 911 you prefer, there's no denying the impact that this legendary car has had on the automotive world. So if you're a fan of the Porsche 911, or if you're just discovering it for the first time, take a moment to appreciate the history, the innovation, and the sheer driving pleasure that this incredible car has brought to so